guys, it's Nina.
Hey, it's Justin.
Okay, so today we're gonna do a video, basically a conversation about like college, you know, how life after college, anything college related is what we're gonna be talking about today. So, when I graduated high school, I had gotten accepted to a lot of private colleges, and the one that I wanted to go to especially was Howard, and I got in, but I got no money from it at all. So the rest of the colleges that I did get accepted to, I did get scholarships for, and some were partial and some were considered full, but they weren't really full because they only covered tuition, not room and board.
Yeah.
Which most, like some colleges do that where they'll say it's a full, like they'll give you a full scholarship, but it's full to the point of tuition, not covering room, board, food, all that other stuff.
Yep. So in order to get into a full
yeah,
scholarship, you would have to join a sorority or fraternity, which is like,
you know,
complete more work. You have to, which would take also another year
to get into.
And so you're paying a year out of your pocket of room and board.
And like loans and stuff like that. And I just didn't want a loan. I didn't want to do any type of loans, anything. I have a problem with that. Like my mom has student loans, and no. So like I couldn't. Even with that, I couldn't get a loan anyway because I was first too young, didn't have any credit, so it wasn't. They weren't gonna give me a loan anyway, so it didn't make any sense. Like, what?
I don't know. I don't believe in loans.
I don't believe in loans.
I think loans is a scam. I feel like it just puts everybody in debt for the rest of their life. And
yeah, like my mom is still like working with student loans. Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and you end up paying like what, some crazy amount out of your check.
If you don't pay, they will garnish your wages.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we both ended up going to a
public
college.
Justin went to a 2-year, I went to a 4-year, and so that's basically what we had to do. Because, well, he didn't have to do it. Like, he just decided to do it. I had to do it because because I just was not about to pay out of pocket that type of money, nor was I gonna owe, like, you know, any type of loans to anything. So I was just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go to a public college. So I went to a public college, but the one thing that I hate about public colleges is that they're not really gonna help you, like, do anything. They're not gonna help you.
Yeah, like, unless you really like go up to them, and even with that, it's still iffy.
Yeah.
Like you would go up to them and be like, "Oh, I need a job," or
I need help finding a job and stuff like that. And they'll be like, "Oh, so." You know, it's not even like you're asking them for work or anything like that, but you're asking them for basically, like, you know, like, and lead you in the right direction.
Yeah.
But they basically just show you websites where you can apply. Like, I can do that by myself. I don't need you to show me a website. I just wish they understood that I need a job.
What was your worst experience with?
Okay, so I went one time to Career Services, and I was talking to her, whatever, and I was like talking to her about like internships and everything like that. So we went over my resume. Okay, so she helped me edit my resume. That's the only thing that they'll help you with, really, is editing your resume. So they do that, and then I go to the internship guy, and I'm thinking that he's gonna have, like, you know, programs that they can help me get into and stuff like that. No, this guy gives me a whole bunch of websites to look at, like,
to go and apply yourself.
Yeah, that you have to do personally, but really and truly, like, when you do internships, if you're, like, most private colleges, they can help you, like, place you into an internship. They don't,
exactly.
You don't have to, like, you know, all you have to do is give them all the paperwork that you have, and then they will, you know, do the rest, but not in public colleges. They will not let you, like, you have to do all of the legwork.
Yeah, well, with you saying that, I feel like public colleges kind of let down their students. I don't know. Like, I feel like once you graduate, they don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
They're just happy that you graduated.
That's about it.
Happy. And you still owe them money if you do owe them money.
Yeah. They're cheap, but they're not that cheap.
Yeah, it's still money. Like, I know people that have joined the army because of owing money and not being able to pay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, that's always something that people, like, you know, talk about, like, you know, joining, you know, the Army, the Air Force, stuff like that, just to, like, so they could go to college.
Just so they could go to college, and then they'll have, like, their own, like, little office in the college just to make sure they recruit people.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like,
that's crazy.
Join the Army, go to college for free. I'm like, okay, but then that's
join the Army, go to college for free.
That's the rest of my life right there. And I feel like once you graduate, the job field isn't, like, as open as they say it would be.
It's not.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, how would you explain that?
I would say that, like, I feel like my problem with school and jobs is You cannot be a full-time student and a full-time worker. It's no possible way. I had 5 to 6 classes a semester. How am I supposed to do that and then have like a 40-hour job? 40-hour week job.
I mean, if you
what?
I feel like that's for only like people that are coming from a different country or have like if they're determined, like driven and everything.
Like no, not driven. Life. It's just like I can't figure out how you would be getting A's in school and still working like full time. Like I know people that can do it, but it's just like that's a lot of time, and I'm the type of person that stresses out a lot. So if I had like a full-time job and full-time full-time school schedule, I would stress out and I'd be like, okay, this is gonna actually give me a lot of anxiety, so I can't do both. So I pick one.
Yep, and which was college.
Which was college, and then when you get out of it and you look for a job, they want experience. I don't understand how was I supposed to get all this experience when I was in college,
I don't know.
working my butt off.
I feel like it's an either or option. Like you want to do great in school, and then you want to do great in job life, career life. But the career that you have to go after, you need experience.
School.
You need school.
You need school and the experience. Like I wish that they would like make a trade-off. Either you have experience, which would equate to like what you would learn in school, or you have the knowledge from school, and then you can just get the job. Like it doesn't make any sense.
I'm glad we both have our degrees. I feel like that's really important in life to have.
I feel like that too, but I just feel like right now it's just a sucky situation to be in. I feel like it really sucks when you've worked this hard to like go through school and all this other stuff, and of course you had your little stupid part-time jobs and stuff like that, obviously because you needed money. But you couldn't get a full-time job to devote your time to. It was never possible. Yeah. I never thought, like, I couldn't see myself going to school full-time and working, because one of them would get neglected. Like, I would have to either quit or take off some hours of a school or take off some hours for work, and that balance just wouldn't work.
Yeah, I feel the same about that, too.
So I just don't like that. And well, with Justin, it was easier for him to like work and go to school because he mostly took like afternoon, evening classes, and I took mostly morning classes. Yeah. So it's obviously.
But I only did that for about 2 semesters, and still your grades do take like effect. Like you're gonna do poorly in school because you're working. For me, I was doing intensive labor work, so I would always come to school sweaty, tired already, and you know, I haven't showered or anything like that. I don't feel refreshed. I feel tired. I want to sleep in the class, which is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know, it's like it's not like a really good balance, and I feel like people like always say, oh, you can work and go to school and all this other stuff, but it's really not when your full time like schoolwork is going to take away most of your time after school anyway. You have papers to write, you got projects to do, you got group work that you don't want to do with people that don't want to participate.
I feel like school is like fake hard, and then after school is when life becomes hard. Like,
yeah, like that's what life happens. Like you graduate, well, now you're on your own.
Yeah, now you're on your own. Nobody wants to mess with you.
Nobody's messing with you.
Everybody that has a job while they were in school is gonna maintain that job and not try and hook you up at the same time.
Or people like have that little job or whatever. And some people like some people that I've met have been going to school. They were just going to school because they just needed the degree, but they already had like the experience aspect, which is good. But no one's gonna give you a job for us, like in career wise, if you don't have the experience, like if you don't have prior experience. So, and internships aren't messing with you unless you can devote a certain amount of hours to them, and you couldn't do that and to go to school. So it was just.
And internships, you know, you're not getting paid.
Yeah,
I'm just helping you with whatever and not getting paid to go to school.
Yeah, and then I have to then like carve out the time out of my schedule to make sure I have that time for, you know, internships. And your schedule doesn't really work the way you think it's gonna work. Like it works based on what professors are available, what classes that you have to take that semester, all these things, the timing that you want to wake up or the timing you don't want to wake up, things like that. So I feel like, I don't know, like I think that more colleges, like such as public colleges, should have more like internship based programs and should have more hands-on where they're like, you know what, we see that you're going into this field or whatever, let's help you, you know, let's help set that up, you know what I mean? They should have way more programs for that. Like, they didn't have anything. Like,
yeah, I feel
everything you had to do yourself. Of course, they have job fairs and things like that. Other than that, they're not really trying to help you.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they should be more hands-on with each individual student on
like
which career path they want to choose.
I think majors.
And then tell them what's the right major, what jobs they should be looking for, what should they apply in the school if they have those type of jobs. If they have those type of jobs, let them apply to it and tell them to apply to it.
Yeah.
I feel like that we're just sitting there learning and that's it.
Yeah, like even if you do talk to like advisors, like, oh my goodness, at my college, these advisors, like, some of them don't even know what the heck they're doing. Like, I'll be looking at like the distribution of like what classes I should be taking, and then I go to the advisor and she'll tell me something totally different. I'm just be like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, do y'all not talk to each other?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like following a whole different thing. Like, because my major was psychology, so obviously I have to go to like, you know, the psychology person, and then also you have to go to like an academic advisor because you do need to take like general education courses.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do y'all not communicate? Like, do you not know what the psychological like part of it is, and then only know general education? Like, I don't understand. Like, yeah, they don't know certain parts.
They don't know which class to pick out for you, and then they might also give you the wrong class.
Yeah.
And you'll take the wrong class throughout the whole semester.
And then you'll mess up yourself.
You mess up yourself. You mess up the time you graduate and everything. I feel like advisors aren't as on point as they should be. And they do get paid a lot
of money. They don't get paid cheap. Like, they're not paid a little bit of money to just sit at a desk and show you which classes you should be taking when. Like, I feel like I've only had like maybe one good advisor through my 3.5 years at school. Like,
yeah,
that's ridiculous.
But this is our little talk on
yeah, like with like college life and everything like that. So yeah,
it's harder after college.
It really is. I just think that in school, and I do like school a lot. I've always liked school from a young age. I've never not liked school. I just like a scheduled environment. I don't know. Like, now that we're on our own, it's just, I don't like it at all. Like,
I mean, I don't like it, but I'm glad I'm doing it with her. So
yeah, like, it's just, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. It's a good and a bad that you're done with college. But
yeah, it's good that you have achieved something, but bad at the same time if you don't have anything to fall back on. Like, you're struggling to find a job, struggling to keep it together.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about regular job like working retail.
We're talking about career jobs. Like, we don't like. I've already worked all these retail BS jobs, and no offense to anybody that has a retail job, it's just not for me.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And I can't see myself being behind a register or escort or walking around behind people and asking them if they need help, even though they don't want to be bothered with me at all. Like, come on, like, I don't have time for that. And I just feel like that's all that's out there, like, until your career job comes up, or you have to like maybe get like a retail job and then try to intern somewhere and to aspire to get your real career job, which is crazy. I think that's crazy.
We decided to be our own bosses.
So, I don't know. I just feel like life after college is obviously great because you're done with sitting in front of a professor. Yeah. Sometimes doesn't even want to be there. So, and you don't want to be there either early in the morning. So
that's our look on life after college.
And life during college.
Yeah,
well, our experience in public college system, because obviously people in private colleges have a different experience altogether. And I feel like y'all have a better experience. Maybe y'all don't. Let me know. But I feel like private colleges are much more catered to the student and trying to make sure that they're set for the next steps after college. Like, they don't want to just leave you there and then see you graduate and scramble to find work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they try to help you before you even get out of college, which I like a lot because I've seen a lot of I went on a lot of private college tours and stuff like that and met a lot of people, and they were very, they were very hands-on. So I think that would have been a way better experience. But of course, money and all that other stuff is just, it doesn't plan out like that. Like, your life doesn't go the way you think it's going to go sometimes, especially with college. So,
alright.
That was our experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
Bye.